to Power Talk, and that was a great trailer introduction of the soon to be great documentary of reggae music for the love of reggae. And as I was mentioning, people see reggae music as rhythm and just dancing. But as you just heard from this short trailer, it was more than that. It was kind of like a transformation of people's lives through information that was put through the music. As you know from the great Bob Marley and others, how they taught and sang through reggae music as a way of liberation and freedom of oppression from those who was trying to hold down Jamaica in the world at that time and black people. But so it's more to just rhythm and dancing. Um, and we're glad to know that something is coming to light to bring to the world shortly for the love of reggae. So, Ms. Marcia Deans, why don't you tell listeners what inspired you to want to do this documentary?
As a young girl, I lived in England from I was 8, and I've been loving the music so much over the years. The ska, the rock steady as a child, and my uncle used to have. We used to do house parties in England in the 60s, and I went and learned to do tap dance and do ska, and then I moved to US, and about 5, 10 years ago, I just didn't like how the music is going. I was upset because reggae is from hip hop, right? And it, for the love of hip hop, is making millions. What is wrong with reggae? Reggae is the music that opened up the avenue for all other genres of music. And I was really like, there got to be something how I could market this music named reggae. I went to bed and I got up the next morning. I came up with I called my daughter and said, come up with this idea. She said, yeah, mom. So we're trying to work out the name, the name, the name. Then she said, mom, 10 minutes. I got the name for your idea. What? For the love of reggae. So that was it. That's the way it was born. Because of myself, two minds together, creating the love of this music. And I thank her for that. And I started on my journey to meet artists and talk about the idea. And a lot of the artists say, yes, I love it. I talked to Off Pint. Luciana is the one telling me, go take care of it. I love it.
Well, I think that's a great, wonderful idea, and that you come up with such a name because it's really a great
Simple.
name. You know, it's simple, but it's so meaningful. For the love of reggae, you know, it's very deep name when you really look into it. There's so when they say a, a picture says 1,000 words, and just hearing these words alone, it just gives you a picture of 1,000 phrases. So
Yeah, it does.
so we're looking forward to that. So why don't you tell us a little bit of history about how reggae music was started?
Well, as a child living abroad, and since I'm on this journey, I end up learning a lot from a good friend of mine, Prince Buster's son. I went to Orange Street, downtown Orange Street, and saw it for myself, and I was just blown away where the music started down Trenchtown, Orange Street. All the musicians, they were poor, they didn't have any money, and the music is the one that inspired them, and everybody used to work together as a team and share each other idea. And that's how when you go into the music, go to the ska. Remember, we had a little mentor. Mentor is a part of it. I'm not going to show that. It's very important. The mentor, then mentor is ska, and then ska is rock steady. And that's it because ska was a very hot beat, and then it was getting like people getting tired of dancing so much, then they lower it down to make it easy.
Mm.
And then there was a thing that I was on this journey of my education of this music that they used to say, rent a tile. You just stand in that tile and just rock. And that's why they call it rock steady, rent a tile. So this journey of the education of music need to be told because you need to know where you come from so you can move forward in life. And the music need the history for the younger generation to see the struggle, the fight to get this music out because the music was not People did not really open their arms to the Jamaican music much. They were playing mostly R&B music and country in Jamaica and classical. So when you start bringing the downtown music to the uptown, they didn't play it on the radio. I'm just being honest. They did not play it on the radio. So I want to show the history that this wasn't a simple music named reggae. It's the love of the music why it's here today. These artists didn't get paid. They just went on stage and loved the music and they just give back. So people have to understand the love of something that is unconditional.
Well, that's great. It's actually going to serve as a preservation of reggae music, because you know what we're hearing today, how they phasing out reggae music into another sound like a new wave music. It's not the reggae that we know and where what was the foundation music, you know. But so where you at now with it? When could we expect a final um, uh, viewing of the full documentary? Is it going to be this year or maybe next year? When do
It's
you?
definitely not this year.
Okay.
It's right now in September, but the thing with a journey and a vision,
Mhm,
I need investors.
mhm,
And that's the problem. I'm not there worrying about it because I have faith. This is a love child.
mhm,
This is something need to be done by a Jamaican.
mhm.
And that's the point. We need to step up and help each other and bring our music up to a high level. So I went to Jamaica. I did the trailer, but then I'm stuck in the middle to continue. So I need investors, executive investors, to invest in my project. And I'm just being honest. It's been a journey. And I'm not giving up on this project because I went to France and they love it. I went to the Cannes Film Festival and they love it. They can't wait for me to come back next year and show the entirety of the documentary. So without finance, I can't move forward.